day of celebrating the life of legendary Cards coach Denny Crum continues tonight at the KFC Yum Center.
And that's where we find our Tom Lane and Rick Bozich. They join us live as the memories of the coach keep flooding in. Hey guys.
Yeah, those memories have been at the forefront since the coach's passing last Tuesday. And Rick, a lot more of those memories shared today at his funeral service.
Yeah, it was great to hear Junior Bridgman, one of Denny Crum's first recruits here at Louisville, played in one of his Final Four teams. Jerry Jones, the assistant coach who was here with him for the longest period of time, connected with him back to California. Jonathan Israel, who ran the scholarship fund. And then, of course, Roger Burkman, a key player in the 1980 national championship team.
And let's hear a little bit from Roger Burkman from that team.
He was big on loyalty, being honest, kind, patient. He was all about giving back to our community and helping those less fortunate. He and Susan volunteered every charity in town. Anyone that asked them, they were going to help them. They were great examples for all of us, and they did it just out of love.
Yeah, there were great examples for lots of people very involved in the community. And Rick, you found out a little bit about who we're going to hear from tonight here at the Yum Center.
Yeah, we're going to have 4 former players. U of L head coach Kenny Payne, Billy Thompson from the 86 champs, Darryl Griffith of the 80 champs, Junior Bridgman again, and then Susan Crum is also going to speak to the crowd. Ceremony will be about an hour. 8,500 tickets have been distributed. More are still available at gocards.com.
Yeah, and we expect there to be maybe some emotion and maybe not a lot of dry eyes during part of it.
We already got stopped when we were parking the cars. A guy who works here in the maintenance department wanted to tell me his Denny Crum story about how whenever he talked to Denny Crum would have a conversation with him, and most coaches don't do that.
That is true, and we hear lots of those kind of stories. We will continue. We'll hear from one of his former assistant coaches. That's coming up at 5:30. For Rick Bozich, I'm Tom Lane. We are live outside the KFC Yum Center for WDRB Sports.
All right, thank you guys. And speaking of tonight, if you want to watch U of L's public celebration for Denny Crum, listen carefully because it might be a bit complicated. The event will only be available on the ACC Network Extra, which can only be found on ESPN's website or its app. WDRB asked to share tonight's public celebration with our viewers live on air and online, but U of L says the only network allowed to carry it is ESPN. That means you have to use your computer or the ESPN app on your phone or smart TV to find ACC Network Extra, which sometimes carries U of L games. You will need to sign in with a cable provider to watch it. Again, there are still a limited number of tickets available for the celebration of life in person at the Yum Center.